Hello, hello, hello! Hope everyone's doing okay today. And nope, we're not playing Final Fantasy 1 and 2 this time. Yep, we're going back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. And yes, this game can be a little wild. It gets worse from here. Trust me, Seth. Hope everyone had a good week. My week was fine. It was just long. Like, driving home on Monday, I thought, well, at least there's only 2 more work days. And I was wrong. And yesterday, I woke up from, in the first thing in the morning, and I thought, at least it's Saturday. And I was wrong. But it is Saturday today, I think. 98% sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, let's get into things. And don't worry, we'll find out a lot more about Maya and Edgy. Oh. So let's continue. Turnabout Samurai. Load selected. Yep. Hi, Maya. Are we doing a breath holding contest? Let's not. So, what do you want to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? I don't know, I just loaded the game. We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate, or does she just want to do some sightseeing? I wonder. My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? I don't have enough information to make a case yet. Oh, Maya, the art in this game, top notch. And it's definitely better than it looked on the DS. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Okay. Well, let's head over to the detention center. October 16th. Detention center. Visitor's room. Hi! What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, very thick. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Dreams? I mean, you look fine to me. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Aww. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah, he didn't do it. So, first off, do you know I'm an attorney? Here. I see. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in the improv class. Headless fursuit principal? Yeah. Okay. So, tell us what happened in your own words. Maybe you can start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. Seemed like it was only yesterday. Well, actually, it was only yesterday. Yeah, we know. Cast come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal schedule at 5 in the afternoon. When 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Ugh! He took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Really? And they allow sharp weapons on set? This feels topical. Like, you know, a year or two ago? Well, why would you have live weapons on set? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, tell us about your role. Maybe explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how can you say such a thing? I don't know. I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. Yeah. Oh, this would be long after Brandon Lee's death. Yeah. He walks the streets of Neo-Oldie Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Oh, so kind of like Ronin Warriors or Samurai Troopers? Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Nope. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Yep, ye oldie oldie Tokyo. I see. Neo oldie Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? So, did anyone see you at the time? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. Worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal is to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. Okay. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. Hurried to the studio, found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot, brought me here. So, yeah, bet April May would call him Spiky here too. Absolutely. So, here's a good question. It's a film studio. What about the CCTVs? What about security? What about the, you know, people just wandering around? It's not quite ironclad, but it's a really good alibi. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Because it's like, yes, it's the weapon of his character, but, like, you know, yeah, why cameras aren't useful? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I know it's because of the narrative, but still. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick! Let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Okay. Main gate. October 16th. Global Studios Main Gate. Wow! So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta get through me. Oh, So, you think Miles Edgeworth is, Phoenix Wright's nemesis? No. No. And hey there. Hugh's looking less Hugh than Jack. Yeah. Old bag. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. When the modern Wolverine movies come out, 97, I want to think, which, I want to say puts that a few years, before this came out in Japan, or a few years after this came out in Japan, but it might be a reference, yeah. I'm not sure entirely. It could be. I mean, Capcom is well known for that. Youths today. Something horrible happens, all you think of say. Waste your praise anything. Shouldn't you have jobs doing, or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer to make life as easy loafing around. I was young, things were different. We didn't press around with hippie clothes. Where are the leaders of the day? Nick? 99 or 2000? Okay, yeah. Yeah, this lady. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. I'm an attorney? What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not! Okay. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true! In fact, in my younger days... Oh boy. No! You were a star? Yep. Only a twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, my dear. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was. Hammer. The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. You've been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. You were the Mood Slayer. And I don't know, a lot of people like playing villains. So, tell me about Will. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? Oh, he's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. He looks fine! Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Really? Tell us about the Vic. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. Oh boy. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on children's programming. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Huh. So, what's your reason of suspecting Mr. Powers? Why are you certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Our studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on that. So, can I have access to the CCTV? I'm sure you've got at least 24-hour recording. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll let you in. Seriously? This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Okay. Mr. Powers? Hello, how's the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. And where's your suspect? Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No! I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. Security lady says she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you'll have to tell me the truth. I am new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. Was someone in your costume, maybe? What did she see? Doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She's called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. Oh boy. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. Oh boy. But let her see you stumble once, she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request added to the court record. Hooray! I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Yeah. Take that. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter from a request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust the fate of youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studio. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There are maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those were 50 cents apiece, thank you. Oh, God. What happened to your pupils? Stop hyperventilating. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! I guess that's petty larceny. Guide map to Global Studios. Well, Studio 1. Why is her face like that? It's a good question. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Okay, there is a camera. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? No? Ah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know that Prosecutor Edwards is still all upset, and that's your fault. Saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! He's depressed. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Shave carelessly and stick drawing styli in your ears. Yep. Oh, hey, you can't go around saying pal like that. Yep, that's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. So, we're an attorney. Detective, see this? It's my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real man shows their PD badge, and that's that. I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer. I'm not so sure about that. So, here's a map. Detective, any ideas about this? Look, I don't got time to look at every little trinket you got, okay, pal? Oh, okay. So, actually, before we start... Hey, there's a camera here. Security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. Alright, we got a camera ID number. No clues here. Studio mascot. I guess a monkey of some kind? What kind of monkey has a nose like that? Holding a sign in his hand. Right, Studio 1, left, Studio 2. What's up with that thing? Looks kind of busted. Oh, wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Interesting. And Studio 1. The studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Just go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Yeah, looks a lot like a guard blobfish. And yes, let the guy in before he whines. Yeah, makes sense. They would want to keep the non-employees out. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but poor Detective Gumshoe. Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Okay. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently studio's falling on tough times. Started letting people in on days they aren't filming. Make a bit of an extra money by charging for admission. Huh. Sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, what perfect timing with Studio Mascot down for the count. Oh, Phoenix. Huh? What's that supposed to mean, pal? So, how's the investigation going? How's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Sure you can. Nick? Maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Nice. 2:30 p.m. Okay. So, why did you arrest him? Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. Murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. That time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, time of death was 2:30 p.m. Yep. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. Huh. No one else, pal. Think I'm lying. Ask security later at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Yeah, tell me about the psycho. How about the security later? Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. What? Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Oh. Yeah. She would be that kind of person, wouldn't she? Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Hydrate, absolutely. Oh, water. Yeah, the stretch. Yeah, the stretch. And posture check. Yep. Sitting up straight. Yep, Seth, that is that is definitely true. So, what evidence did you get? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. Photo of Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took it? See that camera up on the gate, pal? Yeah, we saw that earlier. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. Yeah! Yeah, still camera, it's, not great. And yeah, no, the faces and the eyes are great. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. I don't look so happy when you say that. Ho 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 ho! We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. Got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. So, is there anything new I should know about this? Detective, any ideas about this? Look, I don't get it. Okay. Studio 1. Nick, look! Security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. All cops like their donuts. Are they donuts or origiri? Yeah, and they're soft that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Well... What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Okay. So, tell me more about Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio! Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him playing the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Oh yeah, Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? So, why are you, suspicious of Mr. Powers? This guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer. He went to the studio just before 1. Murder happened right around 2:30. See? Only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Well, I, heard about some photographic proof. Why don't you tell me about the security photo, ma'am? Yeah, there's probably gonna be some updates. Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of the gate is the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. So, it's an auto camera, not a security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? And it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over at the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Right. Overhead map of the studio. Right in front of here is the employee area. Left are the actual film studios. Yeah. Main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with the onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably used to carry around film equipment. Security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. You can see the computer runs security cameras. Computer runs studio security camera. Hey, no touching! Well, I guess we can go to a lot of different places. We can head back to the office. What's going on, Nick? Howard said he was sleeping in his dressing room. But now there's a photo of him going to the studio. Don't look at me. How should I know? What do you think? The photo detective was talking about his problem here. Well, that's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves. But if it is Powers in that photo, his alibi's shot. Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. Photograph to prove it. Guess it makes sense the person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers. Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone. One thing's for sure. If there are any clues, we'll be in that studio. Let's try the employee area. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick? This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one here soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. That makes sense. A, drying rack. Interesting. Signed by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. It'd be neater if it was more than just taped. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. So normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. It's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Oh. What? Door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick. Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's a murder weapon for crying out loud. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick. You know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Oh. We can also look around. Metal grate in the drain has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. Kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? They also cycle to get places, Phoenix. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Oldie Tokyo-y Class-y. Okay. Let's head in the dressing room. October 6th, Global Studio, dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Yeah. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. Must be Powers. Says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. Card key added to the court records. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. Must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs do you have? Hey, Gara. Thank you for the hydrate. And the stretch and the posture. Yep. My Cataplay base? Yeah. Yeah. How many stomachs does this girl have? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in amongst the costumes. Those must be his own clothes. Be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. I always have mirrors in these dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just like how I like it. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in the Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I, kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Okay, that seems to be all the things around here. And Studio 1. The studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. Alright, we're in. She is way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Pretty much, Seth. I got a card key. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What is that? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it. Oh, I just want to show it off. Inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. Murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay. Wow, look at that camera. Must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry, my partner's kinda, No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Okay. Yep, we are indeed lawyers. Any thoughts about this? Sorry, I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. That makes sense. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on how narrow-minded culture assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Hey, look! It's the chair the director sits in. Always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of the filming. And look! A megaphone! Real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's a reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. System holds it during filming. That they do. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Wow, look at the camera. Must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. Must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Does Steel Samurai take place in oldie Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not oldie Tokyo, Nick. Neo oldie Tokyo. Right. So let's look at the big thing here. Outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. So yeah, the chalk outline thing is kind of a thing, but not. And yeah, this show would be interesting, Gara. Body was found still in the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few bloodstains. Interesting. I guess costume must have absorbed most of it. Interesting. So, where were you yesterday? Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, studio isn't doing so well right now. Yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. Employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. And I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. What do you know Mr. Powers is sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation for Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio. He has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, someone had come in here. Wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps a lot. Anything helps. Just gotta put that security lady on the spot. So what do you mean by sense? Are you sense that someone other than the regular film crew is in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? Someone else came in the studio. She must have seen them. Okay. Oh. Have anything else to say? Nope. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look like you've seen a ghost. Uh-huh. Yeah, the assistant claims there's maybe someone else here. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Sure, Power's the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. We have a witness who thinks there was someone from the outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's complaining about the work I do, eh? Oh boy. We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee! Okay, Boomer. Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays, running around with no tomorrow. saying this and that, and that is the only thing you respect to your elders and crime and shame. You today. Ah! She left. Well, Nick, it's our chance to do what we can do without her looking over her shoulders. I mean, true. Peter runs studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. She went to rant on Facebook. Absolutely. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like you just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter number of the security camera. 307? There. Entered. Hey! Print out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? There's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Powers? Photo added to the court record. Huh. Hey, Nick! Can we just use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah? We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? Never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it's just a joke. So are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe really, what is that security lady? To be continued. Yes, let's save. Yeah, I don't think she'd be the killer. Hydrate, absolutely. And a stretch. October 8th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Prosecution will show the court at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th. The defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of the Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial all point to this fact. Oh, very extra. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, you see. This here is the employee area. Actors did run through their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady alerts the studios is here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past security gate, there's a gate. There's a station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. And after the lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later today, at 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. A samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. Was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No, I don't think we're gonna need to re-listen to that. I think I probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Spear was found stuck to the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh boy. This is gonna go well. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. You can just call me Grandma. It's back to my name. Back when I was young, I was still old bag. Still out there, children made fun of me. Would you believe it? Called me an old bag as well. I trust him. Objection! I object to the witness talkativeness. I agree there, Edgeworth. Love how your pupils are just vibrating. Objection sustained. Witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get on to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate at the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone had to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there. He was headed towards the studio. Uh-huh. You saw the defendant then. Very well, let's begin with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Well, let's start pushing. Hold it! So, up till that time, anyone who wanted to could have gone into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate. No. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'll need an employee card key to get in. Right, card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone else at the studio when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through since the morning. A run-through. They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and we're using the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in the dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why'd you only get there after noon? Well, had some errands to run that morning. Such as? What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know? Observing. Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. So, you have a history of not doing your job. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through, too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. I'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate from there until 5. So you're watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even for a second? Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Do you defecate and watch the gate at the same time? You. Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper. Old windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty throughout the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see? The murder happened at 2:30, right? How'd you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. That's terrible. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. I'll agree with you on that. Or Detective Gumshoe being ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. 2, you're sure? Sure as spit. Oh, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Huh? Now, don't get your skivvies all in the bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers. That man right there and he's heading towards the studio. You saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him! It was Powers. That man right there. He's headed towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears. Really?
Objection!
Let me get this straight, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? You're talking about this man, or the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Oldie Tokyo-e. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Introducing evidence to the trial. Yep. Evidence we know that the prosecution has. Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. She's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. Prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should all be ashamed, all of you. It's a trial. A murder trial. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. Told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. You didn't even give it a second look. Aha! So all your information is from poisoned fruit, eh? Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Man in the photo. I never said anything I don't, say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. He was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's why I know it was Powers. Happy? So he sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Really? Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. You know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. They up and up you today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers at that. Don't make an old lady cry. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sake, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning, through the action scene, who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's a Steel Samurai. Poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. Oh. Polishing clams, eh? What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-throughs then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Okay, so sexual harassment there. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where's the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't know anything about Powers' ankle. They continue her testimony. He broke one of the props. He was a big mess. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Witness did see the steel samurai, yes. It is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I don't think so. I suppose that's right. You're sure, Your Honor? I am objecting. Hold it right there. Keep talking possibilities. We have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else is not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Ooh. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness account continued. Time before Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30. True? Only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Witness attempt. Continue. Time Porter was 2:30. Yep. How do you know that? And didn't I just explain? Gaped honest young detective. I've had some rubbish about being a secret pal. He told me everything. And I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw in the studio was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. No one's suspicious looking past by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went through there. What about before you go to the guard station? You mean before 1? Everyone was in the employee area before then. I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Huh. Are you sure? Witnesses answered the question. Anyone going in the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Grr! Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, ovaries. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. This says picture 2. Hold on. Look at this photo. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. I don't know why I always break into that. And that's probably going to happen a lot during this playthrough. I think it's because I had to listen to that song so much in retail. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Hydrate, absolutely. And more stretching. Absolutely. Well, I was taken at the camera at the gate of the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by it, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, It's also true the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 5th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means I was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want you to ask the witness. Evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. There's only data for one of these photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Hey, watch your mouth, whippersnapper. Only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Oh boy. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I still don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldback? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you can put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Yeah, no, this would throw, like, everything she said right out of the court. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Oh, of course, Sonny. Only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. The other person. Really? Another job. That's right. I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that the security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I've had to deal with people like this. So, I know you have too, Seth. And I apologize for bringing your work into this stream. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. How exactly determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part. I'm guessing we're racially profiling. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Is it Fanboy? From Freakazoid? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. The internet. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, you must know there is a drain that goes in the employee area. Yeah, we saw that. The drain has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids! So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?! Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about the 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. Oh, you gotta catch them all. Pokemon. A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Not really. I mean, if it's a actual live weapon, maybe 4 pounds at most. If it's a prop weapon made out of fiberglass, you're talking like a pound at best. Right! As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. No forgetting vital information this time. Yeah. October 18th, 11:08. So, took about an hour and 8 minutes. Defense lobby number 3. Mr. Powers. Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? Should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone want a Steel Samurai costume. Really? I mean, eBay was still new when this game came out, but there was still prime bootleg. So where does that leave me? Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else who could conceivably have done this. Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is no one else who could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claims. There is another person who committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you excuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers who could have committed that murder? Assistant Colonel? Grade school boy. You know what? Who's the one person who's been tampering with evidence, who had access to the whole area, and who theoretically has the strength to wield the weapon? It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. Security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. She was in his costume. She could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on the matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. I think Edgeworth just wants her gone. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't sit there, do something! What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Nah, we're gonna keep on moving. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now the old windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went in the studio? The boy! He was the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How could you be so sure? Or is it be nice to kids and mean to your elders' day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Yeah. How would he have access? Take that! Scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Windbag. Speechless. Gotta be a first. Very well. Court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second! I'm not gonna sit while you wound up barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Okay, Boomer. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Oh yeah, Maya is great. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting him get away scot-free. Uh-huh. Miss Oldbag, it's crucial information. Why'd you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. Yeah. Okay, so... 1, you perjury. 2, we need to bring your superiors here, because obviously they are part of this. Exactly. You are an accessory. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Really? So you were told not to talk? That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. You know, they are bound by the rules of law. You know that, right? Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. They were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Good point. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? Also, we've been asking about it! We've been asking this whole time, who else has been in here? Your Honor, I'd like to place the witness under arrest. The director was in the employee area all morning through the run-through. Obstruction of justice? Oh God, yes. He joined the producer around lunchtime. They had a meeting about it. Really? I mean, definitely perjury. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2. Oh, Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. Path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... You know what? We'll take a break. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. Court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who we've just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. Oh, Edgeworth does not want to be talking to Wendy Oldbag anymore. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Grin. Or should I say, we'll be going to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witness for certain. Now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, yeah. Have we figured out just who was it in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying some time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take pressures off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. I don't. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued. All right. Yep. October 18th. Wright and Company Law Offices. By company, I guess they just mean me. Oh, yes. Every stage in, I think the entire Phoenix Wright saga is called a turnabout. Yeah, Maya's definitely part of the company. I guess as an investigator slash maybe secretary? I don't know. Whew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess it really depends on the people found out in today's trial. She seems not to be in school. No, at 17. I mean, I guess maybe she's emancipated, so, you know, whatever, but still. The director and the producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here, then? Let's get to the studios. So, any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Oh yeah, the hairstyle is pretty cute. That same thing you said yesterday. Just a minute, you don't have a clue what happened. It's not enough information. I don't know. What do you think we should do? What do I? Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? You gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Alright, and there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying! Let's get to those studios pro now! Anything else we can ask Mr. Powers? October 18th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. You got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us into the right direction? Sorry, but no. Yeah. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. I can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. So, who is the fanboy? Do fanboys sneak in the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they're often hanging around? Kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. You sneak in past when she's not looking, I guess. And who's the director? Was director present at the morning's run-through? Yes, he was. Why didn't you tell us? He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. That makes sense. Why didn't you mention that? Why'd you tell us that before? Well, just studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. Hey! I have won 2 murder trials. One to save your ass. When he loses, he's gonna lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. So, anything you can tell about this? Regarding the murder weapon. Yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through. Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. Security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Anything you tell us? Regarding this photograph. Yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, to be honest. Well, who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room. Yes? I guess I snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? We found this card key in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes. Can people outside the studio get these cards? I don't think so. But I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Huh. Good to know. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that. Whatever it is. Wish you could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. Okay. October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios, main gate. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Oh, thank God. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey! In the guard station. Look! She left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Security guard station. Miss Oldbag must like her junk food. None of it on the desk there. Peter runs studio security cameras. Huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. What? Overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. Left are the actual film studios. Looks like a studio van. Probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay, yep. Yeah. Well, let's head to the employee area. Birds here have lavalier mics? Probably. Global Studios, employee area. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP is lawyers, right? Heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh! Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on props and the backdrops, right? Right. just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think you should worry at least a little bit more. Excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I am supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. That is not secure. That is duct tape at best, and... Is that cardboard corrugation? That's not even a piece of wood. That's just bad. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today came in through that drain. So it seems. Guess they covered up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. That drain's covered. The boy won't be able to get in. I'm pretty sure he will. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Oh, she's serious? Uh-oh. Sure. Well, I guess some things are just meant to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hi-ya! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Drain grate is off. I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't make you feel great to do a good deed like that. Must be nice to live so free of guilt. This is day 3 of this sitting here. Remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone on the plate, minus the steak. Horrible form factor on the drain too. Yeah. Oh, this place does feel like it was built on the cheap. That is for sure. February 18th, Global Studios, dressing room. Where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. Guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping? But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. He's got a point. Bunch of snacks on the table. Oh, hello. Ho ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So, tell us about this fanboy. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. It's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You just see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Really? So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. Haven't even cleaned up our lunch place from the day of the murder. Yeah, noticed. You mean those places with the steak bones left over in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? Yeah. So, I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and producer were here the day of the murder? Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. Studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So, they were trying to protect the director. Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it wasn't for that producer. The producer? Huh. So, you know I'm a lawyer, right? Not really sure what that is, sorry. Oh. So, tell us about this. Say, you work with props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. Yeah, is it sharp? Hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Could you take a look at this? Ask Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway? Well, looks like she didn't know about this photo, or the injury that morning. Never mind. Wow, they gave the lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. Better be careful not to lose that. Very strict about those card keys here. I guess they're pretty good about keeping these out of outsiders' hands. Thanks. I'll be careful. Not really sure what that is. Sorry. Well, let's head here. October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard at the trial today? It's down that path to the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Well, let's go into Studio 1. And don't stand with Gumshoe Gooper. Yeah. Studio 1. Is there anything else that happened here? I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Okay. Outside Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Eek! Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but probably one in the guard station on the main gate. What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They'll let us. Trailer door. It's locked. Key is probably in the security guard station. Not they'll let us borrow it. Closer inspection of this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think it's part of some temporary film set. Look like materials for making a movie set. We've been sitting here for quite some time. Might as well be a junkyard. Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. Taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Looks like 2 people ate here. Nothing left on the plates. Hey, so we eat T-bone steaks too? What's it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something just seems out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. You mean like there's no bone? An incinerator. Apparently you just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. Let's not clean it much. Light van for moving staff and equipment around. Kept in pretty good shape. Looks like you'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? Well, look, I got this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Because I'm proud of it. Well, I'm not sure what's going on right now. But I think we're gonna call it for this moment. Let's see who's around. A lot of people. Yeah, we'll do Code Lizard. Anyway, thanks all for dropping by, and tomorrow we'll be back in Final Fantasy II. And yeah, should be fun. Have a great one, folks.